Hello, Generals, and welcome back to this Tuesday edition of 5-Star News. I'm Jacob Morris.
And I'm Cooper McKee, and we have a pretty jam-packed show today for you guys, so let's get into it with some heritage happenings. Here's Nathan McCoy and Pierce Monroe. Take it away, guys.
Thanks, guys, for that awesome intro. Now, let's jump right into some Tuesday announcements. Attention students, if you're interested in joining the Heritage High School Competition or Spirit Cheerleading Squad, you can review the information in the cheerleading packet on the school website. There will be a $15 tryout fee to reserve your spot. Tryouts will begin March the 28th, so get ready. Sophomores, Jostens will be here today at 11:15 to 5 for class ring orders. Remember, this is the last day to receive a free pair of wireless earbuds. Coming soon, our award-winning musical theater department is putting on Godspell later this month. They'll be performing at March 30th and the 31st. The admission will be $3. For more information, visit the school website. Now, let's get you over to Pierce for your weather forecast.
Thanks, Nathan, for those great announcements. Now into your 3-day weather forecast. Tuesday, there will be a 60% chance of rain with a high of 58 and a low of 37. Wednesday, there will be a 70% chance of rain with a high of 54 and a low of 44. And for Thursday, there will be a 40% chance of rain, and there will be a high of 62 and a low of 42. So don't forget your rain jacket this week. Now let's get you back to our anchors for more news.
Thanks for those announcements, you guys. Hopefully the rain is not as bad as it looks.
I sure hope not. To the news now, career classes must be feeling really blessed right now.
Why is that, Jake?
Well, it seems like every week they're having a field trip.
It must be nice. I wish Coach Green would get us a field trip.
Well, who will do the news?
Fair point. This week's trip was Mrs. Johnston's EMR classes. Here's 5-Star News reporters Shane Davis, Braden McBride, and Noah Crittenton with the report.
Good morning. Last week on Thursday and Friday, my EMR students were allowed to attend training at the station number 1 in Ringgold, the fire department. We were in there with paramedics that were getting either recertified or their certification for trauma and extrication. Students were not able to stay for the actual physical hands-on, but we talked about trauma patients. One of the instructors has worked all over the world, specifically in Southeast Asia, countries in Africa, teaching EMTs how to appropriately handle trauma patients so that more trauma was not caused or secondary trauma.
Hey Heritage, so the EMR class, which is the 3rd level class of the Health Occupations Pathway, which stands for Emergency Medical Responder, we got to go to Fire Station 1 in Ringgold, and we got to go attend some lectures and see some cool things going on there. So we just got to go do a trauma extrication class, which is when you get in a car accident and you get so smashed up in your car to where you can't get out. They have the firefighters to come and extract you out of the car. So we got to go see some of that. We also we got to hear some great people at Erlanger Memorial and even the fire station talk about traumatic brain injuries and things like that. So it was just a fun time for all, and it really benefited me and Savannah a lot. So it was a great time.
Hi, I'm Savannah Clark, and on Thursday and Friday we went to the fire hall in Ringgold. There were other paramedics, and they went over trauma Thursday and Friday. We could only stay in first and second block, but we talked about trauma, airway, some CPR things, and it's really useful information that I will use in the future. And it was really good experience.
The students, like I say, got to sit in on the training. We got to ask questions and just had access to probably about 400 years of knowledge. So I really do appreciate Jerry Long letting us sit in on that. We had a good time.
Looks like a lot of learning took place there, Coop.
Sure did. Now to some more career and tech news. Heard things were shaking up at the FFA outdoor classroom.
I'd definitely say so. It looks like the building's ready to go.
Sure does, almost. And I heard you and Brody Irvin went and interviewed Dr. Scheck Snyder late last week just about when the students can start using it.
Yeah, regarding the timeline of the construction, I believe that the most of the concrete in parking lot is already poured. They will continue to finish doing so. They've done electrical and the wiring, and they've installed fans out there, and so I would anticipate the whole project being done within the month.
Well, I know that it's been like in plans for like years now, and I know that they finally got like the funding and stuff for it, and I know it's coming along great, and it's going to be amazing.
You know, the whole concept is, you know, working in the greenhouse and doing, you know, hands-on activities, and then turning around and heading over to the outdoor classroom and you know, kind of working on all kind of various activities with Miss Shearer or Miss Handy and our kids. So it's, like I said, it's exciting. It looks great. You know, aesthetically, it's a good looking building, and so I think our students are pretty excited about having it.
Well, I'm really excited for it because like when I know that if we go out to the greenhouse, then we end up having to come back in for like anything we need, or we have to make sure we bring it out there, but we can just like leave that stuff out there, so then we don't spend like 20 minutes having to go back and forth making sure we have everything we need.
But I think there's a lot of possibilities, and I know Miss Handy and our FFA kids will kind of figure some of those things out as they go with the building.
Building is looking great, and I'm sure Miss Handy and her students are very excited.
Now to some news about some of our outstanding students making waves at the Region Literary Meeting last weekend.
Yes, a ton of Heritage students got top 10, and a few students will be moving on to state.
5-Star News reporters Peter Otten, Ethan Anderson, and Aaliyah Hensley talked with Dr. Troball and a few students about their accomplishments.
We went to the Region Literary Competition in Carrollton this past Saturday. We finished third as a team, and we're always proud to finish that high. We were only a couple points behind second. We have been region champions before, and we look to continue that as we build the program and continue to be successful in the future. This year we had one fourth place finish in rhetorical essay, two third place finishes in boys solo and humorous interpretation, a couple of second place finishes in quartet and girls solo.
So the quartet, we got second, which isn't perfect, but it's always better. But we're really excited to see where the trio goes. We're whole proud of the process that we took, and we're just ready to root for the trio as they go to state and beyond.
And then we had three champions. So the region champion won their event, and they get to go on to state at Milledgeville in about 3 weeks. And that was personal essay, argumentative essay, and trio.
I was really excited whenever I found out that I was first in the region. I was just on my way back when the news hit. And I know all the other guys are probably excited as well. And right now we're also just getting ready for state, working with teachers like Mr. Peace, Ms. Hamilton, and we're so proud of how far we've come, and we hope to go even further.
So last year we finished second in the state, and so we hope to repeat that. We can go down there and be successful and do well as a team at the state level as well. Really, all of the success is on the kids. They're the ones that do the work and actually go and compete. But I do have to say thank you to the other coaches for literary. Ms. Hamilton does all the music, Mr. Peace does the essays, and Ms. Parker does all of the interpretation events. And so really, it's the kids that do it all, and we're super proud of them. But a big thank you to the coaches as well.
Great job, guys, and good luck at state.
One more story before we go, Jake, and I think this one's going to be right up your alley.
Well, let me hear it then.
It's the first ever Skills USA ping pong tournament.
Let's go! I love ping pong!
Well, here's your chance to play if you want to play well, and you can win prizes.
When is it, and when do I need to start practicing?
It's going to be soon. Here's 5-Star News reporters Ian Gonzalez, Benjamin Bevel, and Andrew Amick with the report.
Ping pong tournament will start March 22nd during lunch. If you'd like to sign up, you can come to one of the posters, take a picture of the QR code. Once you do that, you'll sign in, and then you can pay. It's a $5 fee for the tournament. You can either pay me, Officer Crane, Miss Fennell, or Miss Owens. So after you pay your $5 fee, we'll start on March 22nd during lunch. We'll have our posters up here with our brackets. You'll know who to play, and win. It'll be best out of 3 to 11, one elimination.
I know that's being hosted by Skills USA, and there's probably going to be a lot of pretty good people in there, and I'm hoping to have some good competition. The winners get a trophy and a possible gift card, or possible both, actually. I think I'm going to enter because I really enjoy ping pong, and I think I'm good enough to go all the way, I guess.
Wow, that was an action-packed first segment.
Told you we were packed.
Well, let's get the sports guys in here to give us a little break.
Sounds good. Alex and Anderson are going to get you caught up on all things sports, so don't go anywhere. Sports is next.
No, why? Yeah, officer, that's it. That's the car that hit me.
How'd you hit this man? Well, you're going to jail.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe you should have drove responsibly, like a good car. You know, parking lots can be pretty dangerous places, which is why you as a pedestrian and car drivers should practice safety. And as a pedestrian, you should always watch out for when cars are pulling out or backing out, as they may have a hard time seeing you. And as a car driver, you should always be driving at the appropriate speed limit and watching all around you so that you can be aware and ready to react if something happens. And, of course, just try to be safe. And that's it. This parking lot, it's finally safe. And everyone can go on to live a happy life. Ah! Ah! No, not again. How did you come back?
It's sports time here again, Anderson. And man, do we have you covered today.
Sure do. Baseball, soccer, track, cheer, and...
Wait, you did say soccer, right?
Yeah, we have soccer. Why?
Well, we better, because our boys' team got a big win last Friday.
That's right. We'll have a report on that in a moment, but first, we're talking baseball.
Okay. Coach Beagle's boys did have an impressive weekend, knocking off LFO on Friday before heading to Chattanooga on Saturday to take on another rival, Gordon Lee, at Lookout Stadium.
Here's five-star sports reporters Brandon Hamilton and Evan Wingrove with the recap.
Yeah, just to recap our game Saturday, we were participated in the Children's Fun Classic at AT&T Park, where the Lookouts play in Chattanooga, and we're the last game of the day up there at 4 o'clock, and we played Gordon Lee this year, who we played in the past up there on this game. And, we had a really good game defensively. Landon Skeen threw 5 innings on the mound. Garrison May got the save, throwing the 6th inning.
Yeah, it's always fun getting to play at a professional baseball field. I mean, it was amazing compared to other high school fields in this area. We had a lot of fun. We played really good. Defense was really good. Landon Skeen was on the mound. He pitched. He did pretty good. Offense worked hard. We were able to score 2 runs. And, yeah, good weekend of baseball.
We played really sound defensively. Took care of the baseball in the infield and the outfield. Didn't have a lot of hits. I think we only had 5 hits on the day, but made the most of those 5. I know Cannon Stafford had hits. Gage Shaver added a double. Max Owens also had a hit, but had a lot of outstanding defensive plays made. Max Owens made a run and catch in the outfield. Outstanding catch out there. Turned a double play. And just played well defensively, and that's kind of where it started with us. So, it's something hopefully we can build on as we start region play this week, and we'll take a look at how that goes this week against Southeast.
Congrats, guys. Big wins. Now to the real deal, soccer.
Yes, Alex, the moment you've been waiting for.
Yep, our boys and girls teams were on the home pitch last Friday night taking on Central Carrollton.
Sure were. Our ladies trying to stay unbeaten, and our boys looking to get back on the winning track.
And the Lions were just the opponent for both teams to do just that. Let's get you to the match recaps.
Friday night, both varsity girls and guys had a matchup here on campus against Central Carroll. Central Carroll is a pretty decent soccer team. Last year we won by PKs. And so it's kind of, I think they came up here thinking that they were going to get us this year, and they didn't. We beat them 2-1 in an amazing game. The guys played their heart outs, and this next week we head to, Pickens comes here, and so that'll be another region matchup. But the guys did a great job. If you haven't come out to see the soccer team play, you need to show up.
So we pulled out our first win against Central Carrollton the other day, 2-1 victory. Could have been 2-0. We let in a last-second goal, but overall I was very happy with how we played. Everybody played incredibly hard, and that was probably the best game we've played all season against the best team we've played all season. And I still think we have a lot of stuff to practice on that we can practice and practice, so when we get to practice, we'll practice on that.
This Friday we were able to get our first region win for the girls soccer. Played Central Carroll up here.
As a team, we did very well. At first, it started off pretty slow. We only had 1 or 2 goals in the first half, but by the second half, we upped our game and made it 10-0 for a mercy rule to go home early.
I think it was definitely a team-based win. I feel like most of our games are. We're definitely a second-half team. We didn't start out well in the first half, but by the second half, we had, ended up winning 10-0, and we just connected really well together to where we could get the balls in the net.
Pretty dominant performance all the way around. Our goalies didn't get to do much again. Defense was solid most of the night. Barely got tested really, and we just kept pounding them, and finally got some goals to go in, and had some pretty nice goals, some good team goals, a nice passing and crosses into the box, and we were able to finish some. So good start, good region win, and we'll look to keep it rolling.
I think what we've been working on overall has started to stick with us, and actually following the game plan and what we're going to do, along with a lot of talent in our group, makes for a good team.
I know that was a huge relief for our boys, and for the girls, well, they just keep on rolling. Congrats, guys and girls.
Yes, Anderson, and we really needed that one.
To track now, and Coach Gibson's guys and girls were down in Dalton last weekend competing in the Southeast Whitfield Invitational.
Yep, a ton of teams from all around the area were there too.
So how did our squads do? Let's get you over to Pinner Alton, Ethan Anderson, and Emma Youngblood for those answers and more in this report.
Hey guys, we had a meet this past weekend, the Southeast Invitational at Southeast Whitfield High School. It was a great meet. There was 11 teams there, and we had a lot of tough competition. Probably our best one of the year so far. So it was a great meet. Man, the season's going well. We still got, as a team, we didn't do so hot with the boys. We're doing pretty consistent with the girls. But even at that, the individuals that are competing in events are setting new personal records each time we go out. So to us, that's a hugely successful season thus far. And we're looking for even better as we keep going. Rhett McDonald was 3rd place in the discus throw. Boys discus. Harper Karstens was 1st place in high jump, girls high jump. Zandy Burton was 3rd place in girls high jump.
I had a meet last weekend at Southeast. I ran the 400 and I won with a 52.66 season best. I've never lost before actually. I added to my gold medal stash. I have 30 so far and more keep on coming. And I'm never going to lose, and that's how it is.
So last weekend we went to Southeast and we competed against 14 different teams. And considering that the girls team is a lot smaller this year, I think we did really well. And there were a lot of different PRs and a lot of different events. And I think it was a really good weekend.
Will Jones was 2nd place in pole vault. Chandler Bailey was tied for 2nd place pole vault as well. Colin Black was the 1st place finisher in the 400-meter run, and then the 4x400 team placed 2nd, and the 4x800 team placed 2nd. So we had a pretty good showing. It was, like I said, it was a tough day, so to get what we did, I was very pleased with the results of the day.
Good stuff, everyone. To cheer now. And our girls were down in Macon, Georgia last weekend competing in the GHSA State Game Day competition.
Sure were. It was another chance for our ladies to score big in a unique competition.
How did it go? Here's 5-star sports reporters Brody Irvin, Claire Martin, and Charlie Williams with the details.
Today I'm here with Kinley Gwynn. Kinley, what was your expectations going into this competition?
I
I didn't think we were going to do too good, but we actually ended up doing pretty well, and we were really excited about that.
I'm here with Kelsey Proctor. Kelsey, how was it your last competition of your senior year?
It was very emotional because I've been with these girls since my senior class. I've been with them since probably elementary school, so I grew up with them. And it's very bittersweet because we're moving on to bigger and better things, but also it was bitter because I just love them all, and it's a sting going out how we did.
Today I'm here with Lily LaMountain. Lily, what could the cheer team have done better this past weekend?
I think we did really good, but we could have worked on timing a little bit better. We walked off the mat super confident, and I don't really think there was much else we could do. It was really out of our hands.
Thank you guys for sports, and congratulations to the cheerleaders that placed third in state.
Yeah, that's impressive. Back to the news now. Well, kind of.
Yeah, it's sports/news. We all know that it's March, and that means March Madness is about to start, and we're going to have a tournament-style bracket for you that's going to kickstart a fundraiser.
Oh, I love filling those out.
It's not quite time yet, Cooper, but we spoke with Eddie Bryant about how the contest will work.
It's going hard left hand drive. Got past Banks. Got it in! 4.3 left. They're looking to decide they want a timeout. They're going to let him play. Jean Baptiste with one. Heaves it for the win. Oh! Chattanooga with a game-winning shot in overtime and a shot he will never forget.
Okay, yeah, March Madness. It's if anyone didn't know that, it's upon us, and conference tournaments are beginning next week, and as soon as the conference tournaments are over, it'll be the mad scramble. The top 64 teams in the country, they go into March Madness, and it's just it's a great time of year. And this year again, we will do the bracket. So you pick a bracket, get a bracket, pick the teams, and we've done this for the last 3 or 4 years here at Heritage, and the winner will get an all-expense paid vacation to next year's March Madness. Just kidding. You'll get a pat on the back.
I'm really excited for March Madness this year and picking our bracket. I don't really know much about basketball, but I know the person who always wins is some chick who just picked her favorite colors, so I'm going to go with that, and hopefully I'll win that pat on the back this year.
So I'd say within the week, after the conference tournaments are done, we'll have the brackets. You come to me in the gym, I'll give you a bracket, and you fill it out. You just simply turn it back in. And we've had people that know a lot about basketball do well on it, and I've had people that don't have a clue, and they were in the top 5. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of luck, really. So just come see me when it all starts, and I'll get you a bracket.
It's always fun. Now to some entertainment.
Yep, we're going to start you out with Hidden Talents. Who's on stage this week, guys?
I'm Owen Bryant.
And I'm Seth Futch.
And this is
Heritage Hidden Talents,
8th edition.
I hunt deer, pigs, squirrel, rabbit, dove. We have some property down in Rail, Georgia. It's about an hour south of Athens. Just getting out there with nature and getting in touch with nature and just seeing animals in their natural habitat.
Yes, I can do impressions, which is kind of fun. I've been doing it for about a year or so. My favorite one is Kermit the Frog, mainly because of how easy it is and how funny you can make conversations and that kind of stuff. Yeah, sure, I can do Mickey Mouse. Duh, trip. Listen, let me tell you, my impressions are huge. Let me tell you that much. I can be an old man and that kind of stuff. I can basically kind of do multiple impressions.
That guy must be pretty good.
Yeah, he probably runs around with Shred all the time by looking at those photos.
Now to one more entertainment segment today, Jake.
Yep, I hope you're in the mood for a story though, Cooper. Here's Ian Gonzalez, Andrew Amick, and Benji Bevel with Storytime with Ian.
So
During quarantine, the first semester, I had a really important Google Meet. And I missed it because an old man knocked at my door.
Hey!
And he told me that I was the chosen one and that an ancient prophecy foretold everything that was about to happen.
How did you get in my house?
Shh. Hush, my child. The prophecy tells me your future.
I don't believe you.
I'll prove it then.
Whoa, put me down, you crazy man. Let me down. Okay, I'll follow you. What now?
He drove me to the school in a monk mobile.
Yeah, young Tuggy, run into young Tuggy. I'ma get it. I ain't never late. I'm a menace.
And whenever we got there, he took me down into the stairwell.
Follow me.
And he made me rethink everything with his ancient ways of philosophy.
Hold this. I must show you something. This is my monk hat. It gives me all of my power. Observe.
So, why are we here in the stairwell?
We are here to ignite your inner power.
Okay, so what do you mean by that?
Allow me to show you. There is a giant creature you must defeat. It is all foretold in the Book of Apollo. The book states that in order to defeat it, one must be the chosen one, you. The hat represents becoming of age of a monk.
I see now.
And then he told me that the last step was to put on his hat and become a monk. And as soon as I put on the hat, he just disappeared. And I went up to a mountain and I became a monk. So whenever I finally just gave up on being a monk, because it was a little too hard for me, I got home and I just missed the Google Meet by 10 minutes. And I was so mad at myself. So, and that was like the 5th time that week that I told the same story. And so I got suspended for about a week and a half.
And that's the reason why I was unable to attend the Google Meet.
Dude, that's the 5th time this week. You're suspended. Get out.
No.
And with that, we'll wrap up this Tuesday edition of the 5 Star News.
We'll be back on Thursday with another report, but until then, stay classy, Heritage.